In WWE, most wrestlers switch between babyface and heel roles throughout their careers. Many have captured championships in both roles, with drastically different reactions. Cheers as a beloved face and deafening boos as a ruthless heel. Some, like Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam 2014, were cheered even as villains, while others thrived better in one role over the other. Let's look at the stars who held gold on both sides of the spectrum. Bobby Lashley, a dominant force as both a babyface and heel. Bobby Lashley has been a dominant force in WWE for nearly 2 decades, and his journey with the United States Championship is a testament to his versatility as both a babyface and a heel. Lashley's first reign as United States Champion came early in his WWE career when he defeated JBL on the May 26, 2006 episode of SmackDown. At the time, Lashley was a rising babyface star, showcasing his incredible power and athleticism. However, his reign was relatively short, lasting 49 days before he dropped the title to Finlay. Fast forward 14 years, Lashley was no longer the young powerhouse trying to make a name for himself. He had transformed into the Almighty. As a member of the Hurt Business, Lashley dominated WWE as a ruthless heel, and at Payback 2020, he defeated Apollo Crews to capture his second United States Championship. This reign was a defining moment in his career, as Lashley held the title for 175 days, proving his dominance as a heel champion. Lashley's third run with the United States Championship came in 2022, but this time he was back to being a babyface. At Money in the Bank, Lashley defeated Austin Theory to reclaim the title once again. The WWE Universe was fully behind him, cheering as he dismantled Theory to win the gold. His reign lasted 100 days before he eventually lost the title to Seth Rollins. Throughout his career, Bobby Lashley has thrived as both a babyface and a heel champion. CM Punk, the chaotic transformation from underdog to villainous champion. Few superstars have experienced such a dramatic shift in their championship journey as CM Punk. A man who began his World Heavyweight Championship reign as a wide-eyed underdog, only to transform into one of WWE's most despised villains, all while holding the same prestigious title. Punk's first taste of World Heavyweight gold came in June 2008, when he shocked the world by cashing in his Money in the Bank contract on Edge. As a fighting babyface, he carried the title for 68 days before Chris Jericho cut his reign short. However, it was in 2009 that Punk's legacy truly took shape. At Extreme Rules, he once again cashed in Money in the Bank, but this time on a beloved fan favorite, Jeff Hardy. What made this moment so compelling was the shift in Punk's character. While initially portraying himself as a reluctant hero, Punk gradually embraced his dark side, taunting Hardy and the WWE Universe. His 49-day reign as a babyface turned tweener set the stage for a shocking full-fledged heel turn. By SummerSlam 2009, Punk had completely evolved into the self-righteous, straight-edge savior, using his newfound villainous persona to dethrone Hardy in a brutal TLC match. This was the same opponent he had once faced as a babyface, but now he was the calculating, arrogant heel who showed no remorse. The victory solidified Punk's transformation from underdog to cult-like leader, and he held on to the gold for 42 days before falling to The Undertaker. What makes Punk's triple reign so fascinating is how he didn't just win titles, he evolved with each reign. From an overlooked underdog to a cocky villain preaching his straight-edge lifestyle showcased why he remains one of WWE's most compelling champions of all time. Bayley, from hugger to heel. Bayley's first SmackDown Women's Championship victory came in one of 2019's most shocking moments. Fresh off winning the Women's Money in the Bank contract, she seized her opportunity at Money in the Bank 2019, cashing in on a vulnerable Charlotte Flair, who had just defeated Becky Lynch in a grueling match to begin her 140-day babyface reign. But the crowd's reaction was mixed, and after dropping the title back to Flair at Hell in a Cell 2019, Bayley made WWE history in an entirely different way. Just days later on SmackDown, Bayley shocked the world. Gone were the colorful tutus and inflatable tube men. In their place stood the role model, with a bold new haircut, a sinister new theme, deliverance, and a vicious new attitude. This revamped Bayley immediately reclaimed the title from Charlotte, launching what would become the longest SmackDown Women's Championship reign in history at 380 days. As a heel, Bayley was untouchable. She mocked fans, manipulated referees, and formed a deadly alliance with Sasha Banks. Her record-breaking run included show-stealing matches against challengers like Nikki Cross and Lacey Evans, before finally falling to her former best friend Sasha Banks in an emotional Hell in a Cell 2020 showdown. Chris Jericho, the master of reinvention. No superstar has embodied the Intercontinental Championship's prestige quite like Chris Jericho, the undisputed king with a record 9 title reigns that spanned both heroic and villainous personas across multiple eras of WWE. Jericho's legendary relationship with the IC title began in 1999 when he dethroned China to become the first ever undisputed Intercontinental Champion, launching what would become the first of 4 consecutive babyface reigns. His early defenses against legends like Chris Benoit and Kurt Angle established him as the workhorse of WWE's midcard. His 5th and 6th reigns in 2003-04 saw him target high flyer Rob Van Dam, using cunning tactics to claim the gold before eventually losing it to Kane in a brutal showdown. At Unforgiven 2004, he thrilled fans by defeating Christian in a show-stealing ladder match as a babyface. 4 years later, he won his record-extending 8th title from Jeff Hardy in 2008, only to shockingly turn heel weeks later by assaulting Shawn Michaels, proving no one pivots between hero and villain better than Y2J. His final reign came at Extreme Rules 2009, where the now full villain Jericho outsmarted Rey Mysterio to capture his unprecedented 9th Intercontinental Championship in a masterclass of heel psychology before dropping it back to Mysterio 3 weeks later. With 5 reigns as a beloved babyface and 4 as a despised heel, Jericho proved that the Intercontinental Championship wasn't just a stepping stone, and as long as Chris Jericho was holding it, the title never felt bigger. The Undertaker, the Phenom's shape-shifting WWE Championship legacy. His first taste of WWE Gold came in shocking fashion at the 1991 Survivor Series, where the upstart Deadman ended Hulk Hogan's reign of terror in a controversial finish, only to drop the title back 6 days later. The Phenom's true breakthrough came at WrestleMania 13, where the now beloved Deadman toppled Psycho Sid in a chilling spectacle to begin his 133-day babyface reign, defending against legends like Vader and Bret Hart, who ultimately dethroned him. By 1999, Undertaker had transformed into his most sinister incarnation yet as leader of the Ministry of Darkness. And over the edge, the demonic heel snatched the title from Stone Cold Steve Austin in a brutal display, holding it for 36 days. 13 years after his debut, Undertaker proved he could still dominate as a villain when he won his 4th WWE Championship from Hogan at Judgment Day 2002, though this reign saw him gradually turn face again after his legendary ladder match with Jeff Hardy on Raw, showing rare vulnerability before finally losing the title in a triple threat to The Rock at Vengeance 2002. Across 13 years and 4 reigns, the Phenom proved no one adapted to the WWE Championship better than him. Batista, the Animal's contrasting WWE Championship reigns. His first taste of WWE Gold came at Extreme Rules 2009, when the fan-favorite Animal toppled his former Evolution stablemate Randy Orton in an emotional victory, only to have his 2-day reign cut short by injury. In 2010, returning as a snarling, arrogant villain, he brutalized John Cena to claim the title at Elimination Chamber, beginning a 35-day heel reign that proved Batista could thrive top villain. His cocky promos and physical dominance made him a perfect foil for Cena, culminating in their WrestleMania 26 showdown where Cena reclaimed the gold. Though short, these reigns highlighted Batista's versatility. Roman Reigns, from persevering hero to unstoppable tribal chief. Roman Reigns' championship journey is one of the most extraordinary in WWE history. His first Universal Championship victory at SummerSlam 2018 was meant to be the coronation of WWE's top babyface, finally conquering Brock Lesnar in a career-defining moment. Fans rallied behind Reigns during his 64-day reign, making his sudden leukemia diagnosis an emotional title relinquishment. When Reigns miraculously returned in 2019, no one could have predicted his transformation. After the COVID-19 pandemic shutdown, he re-emerged at Payback 2020 as a calculating villain, the Tribal Chief. His ruthless triple threat victory over The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, and Braun Strowman began what would become the most dominant championship reign of the modern era, 1,316 days as Universal Champion. The Tribal Chief's dominance reached new heights at WrestleMania 38, where he toppled Lesnar again to unify the WWE and Universal Championships. It took Cody Rhodes at WrestleMania 40 to finally dethrone him, ending what may forever stand as the greatest championship reign in WWE history. Which reign was your favorite? Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more epic WWE content.